Hello everyone, Wayne Motts, the President Emeritus and Historian of the Gettysburg Foundation, for another segment on the beautiful battlefield day of Museum Monday, connecting an object inside the Museum of the American Civil War in the Visitor Center here at Gettysburg National Military Park with the battlefield. And we're out on the battlefield with our partner and friend, Ranger Matt Atkinson, his native state being the state of Mississippi, and we're going to talk about Mississippi action right around this farm with an object that was inside this house right here behind us, the Trostle Farm, on July 2nd, 1863, right here. And I just want to tell you a little bit about the Trostles, and I'm going to turn it over to Matt and let him talk a little bit about the action. So Peter Trostle was the owner of this farm, and he leased it to his son Abraham in 1849. And his son was married to Catherine Trostle, and the family was about 11 total people. They had 9 children, 15 years old to 5 months by 1860. And it looks like when Peter Trostle died, he put in his will that this would go to Catherine Trostle and not actually go to his son, because his son had been convicted of assault, had had several crimes. And so it appears at the time of the battle that Catherine Trostle's here with her family, and of course they got to flee to get out, and the damage here at the farm is tremendous. And it is the Mississippians that are going to be going right through this piece of property. And so Matt, why don't you tell us, the Trostles got to get out, they got no choice there. What about the fighting all around it?
Well, Barksdale's Mississippians, as our Gettysburg buffs know, their direct assault will be against the Peach Orchard, where they'll burst through the Union Center and then wheel up the Emeritus Road. The big action that occurred here at the Trostle Farm, though, was when the 21st Mississippi, one of the regiments from Barksdales Brigade, is going to peel off and pursue a Union battery across these fields, the 9th Massachusetts, all the way back to the very doorstep, front doors of this house. A lot of you are familiar with the wartime photo that was taken immediately after the battle with the dozens of dead horses that were littering the ground out here. Those were shot by the 21st Mississippi trying to disable those cannons. Another unique feature about it is that the rest of Barksdale's brigade would be deployed eventually, or come to a halt, I should say, to the north of us in a swell back behind the house. It is here where legend has it that General Barksdale had an entire company of New Yorkers, roughly about 30, 40, 50 men, train all of their rifles on him to bring that rebel general down, who was still mounted. Barksdale had already been wounded by them. His leg had been broken by a bullet. The coup de grace, I believe, came with a bullet wound through his lung area, and every time he breathed, the blood would be coming out. Ugh. But anyway, on the Trostle Farm, somewhere back behind here, is the spot where Barksdale is going to go down. He lays out there for several hours. I couldn't give you the exact time, but he's found by stretcher bearers. And even in the midst, you can well imagine how much pain that he is in, between broken bones and not being able to breathe. I mean, every breath would have been a struggle to him. Barksdale still has the strength to come across and get his point to these stretcher bearers who are sitting up with him while they're awaiting help, and more help to get here. One of the stretcher bearers said that Barksdale repeated the same thing several times during the night. So I'll read verbatim what the general is saying behind the Trostle house. Barksdale would relate that, quote, "I have never regretted the steps I have taken, and although dying, I do not regret my steps now. Although it is hard to leave friends, wife, and children, I do not regret giving my life in a cause that I believe to be right. But one thing I do regret is that I could not have lived to have done more for the cause. Oh, that I might again lead my men, but tell them that I die content that my last day's work was well done. I feel that I am most gone. May God ever watch over and care for my dear wife. And oh, my boys, may God be a father to them. Tell them to be good men and brave, and always defend the right." Eventually, Barksdale will be taken back to the Hummelbaugh House, which is back behind or near the present-day maintenance area on Pleasanton Avenue, and there he would pass away, his grave marked by a complete stranger.
Now, meanwhile, the Mississippians, of course, paying with their lives, the Union defenders here, 9th Massachusetts Battery, paying with their lives. And when the Trostles come back to this farm, they find the entire farm as a wreck. And I wrote down their total claim. They filed a claim to get reimbursed by the federal government. Their total claim, $3,344.77, and the claim was disallowed by Montgomery Meigs. They put in that the Union Army 5th Corps camped around here, and Meigs believed that they could not prove that they got receipts or anything else. Of course, the government's not going to pay for Confederate damage.
No.
Inside this house is an item that is now in the Museum of the American Civil War, a beautiful chest of drawers that would have been in here during the battle and after the Confederates overran it. And it was donated back into the collection, which now became the National Park Service collection, by the son of Catherine Trostle that's there. So inside the Museum of the American Civil War, a beautiful set of wooden furniture, drawers, inside the Trostle Farm when the Mississippians and General Barksdale went right by it on July 2nd, 1863. So we hope that you're connecting all of this together. You're connecting the Mississippians and the object in the museum. We hope you will visit inside the Museum of the American Civil War, see some of the 1,000 permanent items on display there, and visit us over in the Visitor Center. You can visit Matt.
Please come visit us.
Over working. Thank you so much for the support at the Gettysburg Foundation, a nonprofit partner of the Gettysburg National Military Park and the Eisenhower National Historic Site. Matt, we thank everybody that wears the green and gray, what they do over
but
at the
most
National
importantly, though, Wayne, we appreciate your support.
The viewers.
Come to Gettysburg. We want you here. You can't beat this weather.
That's right. That's right. So we hope you're going to come visit us. Please like us and follow us on all the social media channels. And on behalf of the Gettysburg Foundation, Matt, thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you,
appreciate
Wayne.
it.
Thank you.